going to get a possible sweep, maybe a game 5 in the NLCS, but instead it looks like we are headed to game 7. Phillies dropped the ball. Aaron Nola was Aaron Nola, and overall not a great performance in that 5-1 loss. Welcome to the PHLY Phillies podcast. Renee Washington, Jamie Lynch, and we've got the Susie Hunter, who's joining us from DNVR in town. Of course, a Delco native.
Yes.
A true Philly sports fan, and was watching the show with us. For those of you that tuned into our live watch along, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As you were, I wish we were watching it on better terms, but we were still having fun somewhat, at least. Guys, not a great day today. Not a great day at all.
I had a terrible time, and I feel a little guilty because I haven't watched any of the other games here, and then I come out here and now they lose. So I'm like, part of me in the back of my head, I'm like, okay, do I have to just fly back to Denver right now? I don't know. I don't know how to fix this. All of my superstition stuff has not worked.
Well, I would my first recommendation on how to fix this would be to get to the Phillies and tell them to stop having such shitty at bats.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that would be a good start.
Yeah, because we've talked a lot about the bullpen, but
Tonight was terrible
score.
in the play.
You cannot win, if you're not scoring. And we talked about that too. As much as we are all frustrated with how Aaron Nola was up and down, great first inning, terrible next stretch of innings, and then closed out decent. It doesn't matter if you're only able to score one run. And for the Phillies, today was another game where they didn't show up. Where are you? We're back home. Where are you at? You're at Citizens Bank Park. We're expecting, okay, at Chase Field, there's all these excuses and things. What is the excuse today? It's a must-win game. You close out the series. You now get another day off tomorrow. But instead, awful game. I agree with you, Nick. Terrible performance. Did not show up. And it just sucked. I agree, Scott. Just not a great performance for a team that's trying to punch their ticket back to the World Series.
Exactly. Yes, that was a very lifeless performance I saw out there. All around too. And also, I don't know, this is a conspiracy theory I want to start. That did not look like Nick Castellanos. It's a body double.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with him. It's not good. It's not good this series. And I really need a change in the lineup tomorrow. I need Alec Boehm out of the 4-hole. And now my fear is there's no way to do it without it representing a huge panic move. Because it's game 7. And this is why I would have done it after game 3. Now you almost can't do it because if you do it, I wonder the message that sends to the clubhouse.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I'm a little worried about that because Alec Boehm is killing Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
He's giving him no protection in the lineup and they're not throwing him anything. Why would you?
The season's on the line, though. So at this point, you have to make a change.
I know.
You can't be so worried. It's not personal. It's not personal. And this team has all postseason. We've heard them saying things about being selfless and team first. You can't be team first when it fits you. And in this situation, Alec Boehm has struggled in the 4 spot. The season's on the line. You're going to either jeopardize the season or try to be nice guy and appease everybody. It doesn't matter because all 3 losses that we've seen have been terrible losses. It's not even competitive, down to the wire. Comes, obviously there was a walk-off hit, but it's been ugly performances. Nick Castellanos, you talked about. Do you want to know the last time Nick had a hit?
Feels like a home run in the NLDS.
It was game 1.
Okay.
No, it was the last time that he got a hit. It's close enough. Close enough. We haven't seen Nick Castellanos actually get a hit since the game 1 a week ago. And that was just 1 hit in that game. Where is Nick? Where is Alec? Again, his stats that we've talked about, a lot of zeros across the board. And so it's time to make an adjustment because you can't play nice guy trying to appease everybody at the expense of the team continuing to drop results in games that they should be winning.
Yeah, we're not here to make friends. We're here to win this series.
I know. I just don't think Topper's going to do it. So, I could yell till I'm, gray in the face or whatever the saying is. That's definitely not gray in the face. Till I'm blue in the face, red in the face.
Yeah, it's blue, I think.
Yeah.
I think the color's
Either
blue.
one. That definitely not gray though.
If anyone knows the saying, please let us know in the comments.
So
I'm
just while I want it, while the commenters want it, and shout out to everybody that's not named Jay Flo in the chat, and Larry Jones, you can get lost too. Not in the mood for your BS tonight. Come back tomorrow when the Phillies clinch this because I just don't think Topper is going to do it because of that. Because it's a game 7. Because he doesn't want to, sound the alarm in the locker room. I know this lineup's been kind of interchangeable throughout the year. I just think the old school Topper is not going to do anything drastic. And we're going to see the same lineup tomorrow. And I think it's a mistake. And hopefully this mushes Alec Boehm into having a huge game tomorrow in the 4-hole. But I would do it. I think we would all do it. I think everybody in the chat would probably do it. JT Realmuto should be the team's 4-hole hitter right now, giving Bryce Harper better protection and better pitches to see. And Trey Turner tonight was dog bleep in the 2-hole. He had some bad at-bats. So, like, everything went wrong tonight. That being said, I oddly feel optimistic, which is kind of weird.
I'd like to be optimistic, but I don't like game 7s because
the Phillies have never played in one, so we don't know how that's going to be.
This is the first time in the 140 years that the Phillies will get a game 7.
That's wild.
Which is insane.
Like, we've seen it. We've seen it all.
Yeah.
We have seen every
years?
weird bullshit situation as Philly sports fans, and we've never seen a Phillies game 7.
Cue the Titanic meme of like, it's been 84 years. Like, it's been 140 years since a game 7. AKA never has happened. But it's scary to me because it gives new life. It's a 1-game series. It doesn't matter anything else. It doesn't matter that the Phillies had this historic 10-0 win. Nobody cares about that because it all comes down to one game. You just have to be the better team that day. And the Diamondbacks have been the better team in a few games. And today, the Phillies 1 for 7 with runners in scoring position. 1 for 7 in runners in scoring position. Overall, when we talk about the hits, again, Nick, zeros. Brandon Marsh actually was one of the better players for the Phillies. I know I was saying, who's actually playing well? Brandon Marsh was playing well.
He was
Rojas continues to be steady at center field, which is by no surprise.
Defensively, yeah.
Defensively, for sure. Trey Turner, zeros, not a single hit. Bryce Harper, 0 hits, did get walked. Boehm at least got 2 hits, actually. We keep giving Boehm a lot of flack. Got 2 hits, but still needs to be moved out of the 4th spot. Bryson Stott and JT each a hit. Like, you cannot win games this way. Kyle Schwarber also 0. So the numbers don't lie. You're not winning games. You're definitely not scoring runs if throughout the batting order you're getting goose eggs.
Yeah, shout out Paul
okay.
Smendergaard in the chat. He's a Diamondbacks fan, says we're way too pessimistic. He'll be back tomorrow. Win or lose, should be a great game. I wish I had that kind of like...
It's so easy to have that perspective when you just won the game that forced the game 7.
I don't have that perspective.
I
can't be that person.
It's so much easier said than done. Get the heck out of here.
I know, but I don't have that after wins. I like to point and
it makes it's a single elimination. It doesn't matter.
This might as well be the wild card game.
This is it. This is it. And the scary part about that, which is why I'm not the most optimistic, is the Phillies have more pressure on them than the Diamondbacks. Like, there's more expectation on them, obviously having been in the World Series last year, and also just how well they've been scoring runs and dominant in the victories that they've had. There is a little bit more pressure there. And the Diamondbacks, although they claim they're not just happy to be here, it's their first time being in this situation. You look, 2017 was the last time they got to the NLDS. You know, they haven't been here. So it's a little less pressure on them because they're just taking it one game at a time. And now it's one game at a time. That's all you have to win. So I'm not the most optimistic. Game 7s are terrifying, in my opinion.
Well, Rob Thompson's already chimed in on tomorrow's lineup. And as I feared and expected, he says, I will not shake up the lineup in Game 7. He also said that Zach Wheeler will be available out of the bullpen. Yeah, because there's no guaranteed next game.
They all need to be available.
Everybody
Rob needs to be available if we need him to pitch. Like, anybody needs to be. I need to be available in the bullpen.
I'll be ready.
We're ready. I'm ready, Rob. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, Zach Wheeler's got to go to the pen. The reason I feel optimistic is Ranger Suarez. And I know Aaron Nola and one of those creepo Diamondback fans was saying, you know, Aaron Nola's not that guy. Well, in clinching games before tonight, he had a .22 ERA. Like, he had been that guy. And I think that's part of why tonight sucks so bad, is we all kind of rounded the corner with Aaron Nola, where we're like, that was 6 straight starts of like his best ball all year. And we expected it again. And then he Nola'd us. And I feel bad. I genuinely actually feel bad for him. He was apparently crying in the dugout. That kind of breaks my heart a little bit.
No.
What do you mean no?
It doesn't break my heart.
I genuinely feel bad for the guy
sad.
because he was at home with a chance to send his team to the World Series, and he knows he shit the bed, and that's going to be with him all offseason, even when he signs for big money and all that. Like that's tough. I genuinely believe he loves it here. He wanted that win more than anybody in that dugout tonight. I'm sorry. Call me a soy boy cuck live if you want. I believe that. I feel bad for the guy. I do. I think he wanted that real bad tonight, and it just I don't know what happened in the second and third inning. The first inning, he got 3 strikeouts. Fourth inning, fifth inning, he was great. In the second and third inning, it was just that was rough.
Mm-hmm. Well, Lisa said that she would jump on the show so I can go in the bullpen tomorrow because clearly they need me. Listen, like you said, Sean, there's no crying in baseball.
I know. I
like,
just feel bad for the guy. I don't know.
You know what?
Becoming a parent makes you soft.
Then pitch better. Then play better.
I mean,
then don't have drop-offs.
I think
all
he
season.
wanted to.
And I don't like making excuses, but Orion actually has a somewhat of an excuse because you're a rookie and you got called up from AAA obviously late in September. This is all new for you. You're in the biggest moment of your career. It's overwhelming. There's a lot that I actually can genuinely justify. Aaron Nola, what is your excuse? We all knew it, Bill, like you're saying. We all knew that Nola would choke. Everybody has been talking about the fear of, are we going to get Aaron? Are we going to get Aaron? Are we going to get Dr. Jekyll? Are we going to get Hyde? Well, we got all the bad today
if you give,
at the worst part of the game.
If you give your team 3 earned runs, you should still be in the ball game.
I'm not putting it all on Nola.
The bats were trash tonight.
They all should be crying because they all played bad except for Brady.
Like Aaron Nola actually, I don't want to say it because this sounds like I'm making excuses. He kind of kept you in the game. Like it was a bad second and third inning, but he kind of bared down in the fourth and fifth and kept you in the game. Nobody stepped up for him. This was like an old school Nola start where like it's almost technically a quality start and the bats just couldn't do anything for him.
I feel bad.
I'm not trying to excuse make for Aaron Nola because obviously you want those 2 home runs back, but the offensively you're not going to win.
Well, even if you know what, this is how you look at it. Even if we got those couple of runs back, still would have been a loss because there was nothing in that Phillies offense tonight.
Nothing.
And just bad approaches.
Yeah.
Even Alec Bohm with his 2 hits, they were just kind of like weak opposite field like singles. I'm not taking anything away from him on that. You know, a hit's a hit, but I don't know. It was just like nobody drove the ball tonight. Nobody gave like great at bats.
Lifeless.
Yeah, it was just a lifeless, gross night. And I don't think you're going to have 2 of those in a row at Citizens Bank Park.
Well, I thought that after game 3, to be honest.
I don't think it's real, man.
I don't think it's real. I don't know what's real. I don't know what's real anymore. I thought that after game 3 and then game 4 happened. It is frustrating. This team has the ability to smash balls out of the ballpark. 23 homers overall, the second most by any team in their first 11 games of a single postseason, coming into today behind the 2004 Astros, who had 24. And then you go in and you can't hit the ball at all. You can't have these ups and downs in the postseason. And this has been one of the biggest hills that I think I guess I will die on myself is the Phillies are so inconsistent. And that's why I do start the blame at the top with the coaching, starting with Rob, but all the way through, because you have to find a way to make sure every game you're ready to go. And whatever you're doing in your pregame routine, your batting order, your rotations, what you're telling the guys, you've got to make sure they're ready to play and they've got to be ready to win. And the Phillies have had 3 games now where they have been completely flat. They didn't just lose. They were flat. They were not existent. They were not out there. There was no life. The energy wasn't there. How do you have game 5 and then you have game 6? How do you have game 1 and 2 and you have games 3 and 4? In the postseason, you're not winning a championship that way. And this is a team with championship aspirations. And I will continue to say this over and over again because I've been on the other side in that position. And it has started with the coaches all the way through to your best players and Bryce and Kyle and Zach and everybody else. They have to motivate your team to get ready to play. And to come out in that first inning and it would be like, oh, wait, did the game start yet? We don't even know because the Phillies haven't shown up. You can't have a game 6 must-win opportunity and you have no energy. I actually would be fine if they were like playing with a little energy, doing well, getting some hits, and the Diamondbacks are just making these freak crazy plays. I'd be okay with that. but you can't even hit the ball. You're not even getting on base. You're leaving the few times you do get on base, you're leaving runners in scoring position. So you never showed up and you got beat. And that's happened 3 times now. So that's got to change. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, Chris Nevitt in the chat says, imagine JT's double instead of Bohm when we had guys on in the first inning. Yeah, I mean, I wish it was that simple.
I wish.
Pitches may have been different. He might not have gotten that double, but I'm with you. Bohm, in my opinion, is kind of killing this team and the mojo of like the 1 through 7, which is supposed to be, deadly for the Phillies. Look, I came into this tonight thinking there's no way the Diamondbacks are going to win 2 in Citizens Bank Park. Now, my enthusiasm for that statement is probably dwindled, but I still believe it in my soul to be true. Like, I don't think the Diamondbacks are going to come in here. And I do think, I think it was Bill in the chat.
I know. It's Eugene Krabs. That's Eugene Krabs for you. He will, and it's just getting started.
Bill in the chat said, Aaron Nola took the air out of that stadium tonight. I think that's like absolutely true. That stadium kind of sucked tonight.
Mm-hmm. And rightfully so. It's frustrating.
Well, they had nothing to get excited about. Yeah, I agree.
Listen, I do think, and I know Lisa, you're saying like a coach shouldn't have to get their team up for an elimination game. The fans shouldn't either. It shouldn't be on the fans to have to be the ones yelling it on their feet to get the players up for an elimination game. But at the end of the day, the energy wasn't there from the fans either because it's frustration. We have had such a great season. We've gotten through the adversity. There was like a drop off in the summer months. The Phillies rallied back in September. You're heading into the playoffs doing well. Everything's moving. And then boop, you feel like you hit a wall. So for the fans, there's frustration with that we have been rooting for you. We've been loud. The atmosphere has been great. And then you went on the road and dropped 2 of 3. Okay, now we're bringing you back and you are down 3-0 early. So I would have liked to see more from Citizens Bank Park, but I would have liked to see more from starting with the Phillies.
Yeah, well,
I'm not going to put it on
Nick
the fans.
Castellanos quote from the locker room when asked about playing in the Phillies' first ever Game 7. You two can analyze this, break it down for me here. Swaggy Nick said, sounds like a lot of fun. What a great opportunity.
Read the room, Nicholas. Read the room.
Break that down for me, ladies.
Read the room. Although I need to hear his tone. Like, was he just
I don't need to hear his tone. I don't know how he said it.
I think he kind of has the same tone.
It's always the same tone.
I need to see his eyes.
I don't hate it. Like, you guys suck tonight. It's time to turn the page.
Yeah.
And I kind of think that means they'll be ready. Like, he's the one that said, when we get punched in the mouth, we respond the best. And each time they've gotten punched in the mouth outside of Game 3 of this series, they've pretty much answered the bell. So, it's kind of status quo for him and his comments this postseason. So I don't mind it.
Nick, I'm rocking a Nick Castellanos shirt today with the ring finger because it's ring season. And I'm with you. Nick always gives the same quotes. But how many times do you have to get punched in the face before you dodge the hit? Ooh. That is my issue. Don't keep getting punched over and over again, and you just keep taking punches. At some point, can you dodge? Can you move out the way? Can you make an adjustment? Can you figure out how to get something going? So while I fully understand the dryness of Nick's response there, because that's classic Nick Castellanos, any postgame, whether the Phillies have won or lost, I also am tired of the Phillies have to get punched in the mouth or punched in the face to wake up. And we've talked about that too. Like, this team does do better when they have that gut check and that reality check. But it's an elimination game. You shouldn't need that in this moment. There's no reason to be the Sixers in this, Mark. We don't want the Phillies to be the Sixers. In this moment, it looked like the Sixers out there. There's no reason to have in a must-win game, you just don't even show up. They never showed up. And that's why it's not just on Nola, but for the Phillies as a whole, you've got to find ways. I would love to see when you're down, when you're struggling, when you're flat, finding ways to wake up. And we kept saying, it's not over yet. It's not over yet. It's not over yet. Well, when was it going to start?
Yeah.
They never began. They never showed up.
Yeah, I mean, if you take Brandon Marshall off the table, name somebody that did well tonight.
That's my issue. I don't know anybody else. JT got a hit.
JT was solid, I guess.
Rojas always makes a good field.
Defensively. 50% of Rojas was good.
Mm-hmm. You got like Rowe, no Haas.
Oh. No mas.
Yo, no Han. I mean, like, where's the rest of you? But at least they gave us half. Like, Bryce, okay, I'm tired of, listen, every pitcher's now got the scouting report out on Bryce. You got to find ways.
Yeah, it's called don't throw him anything to smash out of the ballpark because he has somebody that can't really give good at bat. Did you see Alec Boehm? I think it was the first inning, yeah, when he came up, and I think did he strike out or pop up, Tyler, in the first inning? Do you remember? You're a baseball nerd. Boehm, yeah. Whatever it was, he got out.
Give me a minute.
I think it was a strikeout.
He struck out looking.
Yeah, he struck out looking. And they panned to him in the dugout, and he was just doing one of those, like, stare at the skies, like, in disbelief in his own head. And I just went, I can't believe that's our 4-hole hitter right now.
It's the killer
instinct. He
instinct.
looked mentally fried. Because even early in the series when he was hitting balls hard, they were becoming outs. Right. And now, like, he's getting some dribblers through, but he's not driving the ball anymore. So he's just, like, going through it on both ends. When he hits the ball hard, they're outs. And when he hits the ball crappily, they're like getting through but doing no damage. So I think he's just cooked, and that's our cleanup hitter. I just hate it a lot right now that he's batting 4, and I really wish Rob Thompson would make the move.
Well, you guys are talking about mentality in the chat, and I could not agree more. You know what I would have loved to see? Somebody, and maybe look, the camera doesn't show everything. We're not there. We're not at the game, so I don't know what's happening at Citizens Bank Park. I may have missed this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you guys caught it. I would love to see anybody for the Phillies in the dugout, like, let's fucking go. Mm-hmm. Step this up. Boom, you got the next one. Like, something. Did anybody see any of that? Do we ever see the guy? And again, I always talk about Rob because I just say, like, leadership in general. I'm talking more leadership when I say that. Like, someone's got to be a leader on this team in these ruts and find a way to get Boehm out of his head, to find a way to get Nola to lock back in. I don't ever see that from the Phillies. We see them kissing and stuff when they're doing well, but where is that when they're not doing well? Games 3, games 4, game tonight, I didn't see anybody. I'd love to see Bryce Harper or Kyle be that guy that's going to, like, grab you by the jersey and say, Nick, hit a ball. Next at bat, you're hitting a ball. We still haven't seen that. Yeah, that's where that mentality piece is missing, that, like, when things are going well, everything's going well. Mm-hmm. But the moment this team kind of hits a wall, it feels like it's just like, oh, well, we'll get the next. We got punched in the face. We'll get the next one. That's frustrating.
Yeah, there's the famous Jimmy Rollins story from 2008 when he walked into Pat Burrell, in the rain delay game. And Pat Burrell was taking batting practice in the cage, in the bowels of the stadium, and walked in, interrupted his batting session, and said, I need the real fucking Pat Burrell to show up tonight, and walked out.
I love that.
Yes.
And Pat Burrell got a pretty big double in Phillies history there. So, yeah, I hear you. I think this team, Reese is kind of like the vocal leader, and everybody say hi to Susie from our DNVR squad. If you're wondering who Susie is, she's a Delco girl covering the Rockies out in Denver, but was here for games 6 and 7 because we thought we were going to be running out to Broad Street tonight, but we'll just do that tomorrow. It's
I was ready. I was
we're
so
saving
prepared.
it for tomorrow.
I think this Phillies team is a lead by example team. Like, I don't think they really have
I hate that passive aggressive.
But that's what Bryce Harper is.
Example.
I don't think he's the guy, from my understanding of the locker room, that's going to like rally the team and flip a table.
And
he's the guy that's going to go.
Jason Peters, like
he's going to go
Kelsey.
steal second and third, and possibly home and lead by example and fire the team up that way. I think they're a lead by example type of team, and nobody could lead by example tonight outside of Brandon Marsh. Like they were putrid at the plate tonight. There was nothing ever to really sustain like a drive, some momentum, anything.
Nothing.
Man, do we need to like send a case of Celsius to the clubhouse tomorrow just to wake them the hell up?
Yeah. Or a coffee enema, something.
Like so maybe some Wawa iced coffees.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I mean, to score the lone run in the second inning, in itself, and then you just the rest of the game.
Yeah, and you responded.
Nothing.
Like you got to run back right after they scored.
And you felt like, oh, great.
That was a great response. I was like, I can live with that.
You cut the gap. You score the first run of the game. It's still early. There's so much time left. And then you have 6 total hits the entire game. And again, the Diamondbacks aren't lighting the scoreboard up. They're not like
they went 1 for 10 with runners in scoring position tonight.
They're not playing that, and that's what makes me also very nervous. Obviously, now the Phillies have to get to the World Series. We're not even talking about the World Series at this moment. You got to get there first, but that's what makes me nervous about how the Phillies are playing, because you're not playing against the Diamondbacks team that is just coming out hitting home runs left and right, getting on base, doing whatever they want to do. They're also struggling, but the Phillies still, they still were in the game all the way through to the end. It was still a winnable game. It was never a 10-0 if we turn the tables, like what the Phillies did to the Diamondbacks. You never have had that. We've never had that in all 3 losses, yet the Phillies still can't find a way to come back. Yeah.
How does that fix them?
Yeah, they need a spark. They need somebody to get it going, and you kind of had it there in the second inning and the first inning, and nobody could come through for you. And it's just, they seem lost at the plate tonight, and I don't think that's going to happen 2 games in a row. I don't know why I feel optimistic. I shouldn't.
I actually, for once, am not. It's usually me that's optimistic and you're pessimistic, but
I hate this vibe right now.
Yeah, I'm not happy.
Guys,
all right, Susie, how you feeling?
I gotta say, this is major downer vibes right now.
Are you optimistic?
I don't know. I'm all anxiety right now because I live and die for the shit. So I'm all anxious.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a long time to 8 o'clock.
Exactly. That's a lot. It's 8 o'clock now. It's 8:48. We have 23 hours.
That's too much day.
20 minutes. Who's counting? Me. That's a very long time for us to have to wait for Game 7 to start. And that's terrible because instead right now, we should be taking celebratory shots. We should be ready to wrap up the show to go race down Broad Street. But instead, we're playing a Game 7. This is terrifying. It's a coin flip. It's nerve-wracking. It's anxiety. I feel like I should be pulling the hair out of my head. A Game 7 is awful. Awful.
Yeah, Mark says, I would literally believe any score tomorrow ranging from 10-0 to 0-10.
You have no idea.
I completely
That's what
feel
makes
it.
me nervous.
You know what? I'm with Jamie on this, that I can't imagine this Phillies team that has been so entertaining. I can't imagine them being that lifeless 2 days in a row.
Yeah, they're not going to roll over and die.
They've got to look at themselves. They're going to look at what they did in this game, and they're going to be like, you know what? We're fucking pissed at ourselves. We're going to turn this shit around. They're going to turn into maniacs. That is how I envision it happening.
I want to be optimistic because I believe in this team, but I also am tired of being disappointed. And I said the exact same thing after Game 3. It won't happen again. We're just going to win the next 2. And here we are. We're still waiting for that second win. So I want to believe, but also being around Philly sports teams long enough. Okay. We all know what it's like to be a Philly sports fan. And the fact that you can never predict what's going to happen. And the moment you get your hopes up, you want to talk about a punch in the face. They find a way to humble you. So this is right now something that internally, yes, I feel like the Phillies should win and can win and will win and won't do the same thing back-to-back nights. But we said this before. And I don't want to get my hopes
So is it
crushed.
going to be fought tomorrow?
It's fought.
He didn't pitch tonight, right, Tyler?
Yeah, it's going to be fought tomorrow.
It is fought for the
So
start.
fought versus
Fought gets
Ranger.
the start.
I mean, I feel great about Ranger. The guy had his career game against the Phillies in Game 3. I don't think that's going to happen again.
No, it couldn't.
Right? It couldn't, right?
It couldn't,
Susie?
right?
There's no way. There's no way.
That's crazy. He's got too many vowels in his name.
There's 2 A's there
nuts.
before a D and a T. It doesn't even make sense.
Disgusting.
Fought can't be that great again, right? No,
Yeah,
guys. No, it's
no
fine.
way.
Everything's fine. This is fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. Everything's
Totally
fine.
fine. This is fine. Everything's. You know what else is fine? The Game Time app. Because even if your team is in or not in, they will still have great prices for you. If you want to go to a concert, let's say your team's not playing.
Tyler's mom used it to go to Queen last week.
Okay, you don't have to save those tiers because you'll be saving money too with the Game Time app. Great prices, easy to find tickets, concerts, games. Use that code PHLY. Get $20 off, and the Game Time app will never let you down. Even if your team lets you down, the Game Time app will always have your back. Okay? Get out to those games, get out to those concerts with a nice discount.
Lisa said something in the chat that I feel deep in my bones. She said, my dad always said, as a lifelong Philly sports fan, no team broke his heart as much as the Phillies.
Yo, that's facts.
Yeah.
But that was a different generation.
Is it though?
Well, the Vet and the Citizens Bank Park are two totally different vibes. Like,
You know what? It's very true. Do you want some game time ticket prices for tomorrow night, by the way?
yeah, what do we
How
got?
low are they now?
You might be able to pounce down.
The lowest ticket, standing room only for tomorrow on game time right now, $238.
Oh.
Lower than
They've gone
tonight's.
down. They've gone down.
They've gone
They
down.
know. Dang.
For game 7.
Yeah.
Never before seen.
Yikes.
Yeah, I can't
Yikes,
believe
yikes,
this
yikes.
is
That's
the
weird.
first game 7.
I can't believe we're talking about a game 7. It's very humbling because I was ready to get the brooms out at one point, but here we are talking game 7.
I'm so humbled right now. I'm the most modest I've ever been. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't know what this is like.
I hate
to
it.
be honest. I don't know this.
I
I don't
hate
know
it.
this like humble fandom. I like being able to brag about my teams, and there's nothing to brag about right now except I don't know. There's nothing to brag about.
You want to talk about how the Diamondbacks decided to steal every base tonight and the Phillies couldn't do anything about it? You want to talk about that?
I don't
Did that
know.
pick
I
you
don't
up?
want to
How
talk
did that
about
happen?
anything.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's going on here?
Yeah, I don't know, but the Phillies should probably correct that.
Well, great analysis.
Yeah, I think they
Thank you,
should.
thank
I think
you.
they should do something different to correct
We're
that.
a sports show.
We're talking sports and
Yeah,
stuff.
they should stop
Hello.
allowing the Diamondbacks to get free bases. That's my professional opinion.
Well, the Diamondbacks have been the second best team at stealing bases this postseason behind the Phillies. They've also been the second best team to score home runs behind the Phillies. They've been number 2 for a lot of things behind the Phillies. So they're a team that Craig
fast.
O'Ryan, you can't be unaware and completely be so focused on the pitch that you're missing what's happening around you. It's frustrating to see. There's also some historic things that they did tonight, which also pisses me off. Marte, Ketel Marte, that 15-game hitting streak, tied for the 6th longest in postseason history, behind some of the likes of Manny Ramirez, Derek Jeter, Michael Brantley. The list goes on and on. And so he's moving up the list. I'd like him to stop getting hits and let's end this hitting streak. But I know, Tyler, you've got a stat. Maybe it's a good stat. I'm hoping it's a good stat about game 7. Please let it be good, please.
I wish I could help you out.
Hey, Chris.
This number's not nearly as good as I thought it was going to be. So since LCS and the World Series went to game 7, or a 7-game series, that dates back to the 1912 World Series, by the way. So for the World Series, of course, the LCS came a little bit later. There have been 57 Game 7s in the LCS or the World Series. Would you guys like to take a guess at what the home team's record is in those 57 games?
30-27.
How did you know that? Did you see that stat?
No, I just guessed.
What?
Is that the actual
That's the
number?
exact
Like the
number.
literal
They're
number?
30-27 in those games.
Hey,
What is
weirdo.
wrong with
Why
you?
you know that?
Why are you saying so 30-27?
Well, you did
Yeah,
preface.
what are the lottery tickets for
Yeah,
tomorrow
I know.
night?
Well, you prefaced it with
what?
you would have thought it was better, so I only went slightly above 50%. That's not great, Tyler. I wish it was a lot better.
You
All
can
right,
do that
Mr.
logic, but you
Omnipotent.
can't win us some lottery tickets?
Yeah,
Man.
damn.
You know what? If his instincts,
I was hoping we're really wrong.
If
Yeah,
your
there you go.
instincts
Spin
gave
zone.
us that
Keep going.
number, you saying that the Phillies will be so much better tomorrow is an even better prediction now because
Ban
now
it.
I just trust your instincts.
All
more.
right, there
But
we
it
go.
never
See, we
worked
got
out
there.
that way.
We got there.
I will
Yeah.
validate
Yeah.
anything.
We're in the spin cycle now. We have just entered the spin
27.
cycle.
Wow, that's I'm actually pretty surprised by that too.
Martian's loving the Zuli cam. Yes, Martian, we've done this before. For everybody that's tuned in, especially to our union shows, Tyler has joined me on the Zuli cam. Listen, we're trying something new. When every once in a while you've done things the same way and it might be time to mix it up a bit and try something new and have a new look, Rob, why not try something new? If we can do it, you can do it too. There's my positive spin.
Ooh, it was actually more of an aggressive spin. You're not threatening Rob Thompson.
you can too.
It was a little threatening, but
And
I
if
loved
you
it.
do try something new now, it might also help you punch a ticket to the World Series. So how about those apples? Increase your chances of winning Game 7 increase your chances of going back to the World Series, and increases your chances of us not throwing things at the field if the Phillies lose.
This isn't Atlanta. We don't throw things on the field.
And protesting.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm just kidding. But I'm not.
30 and 27.
Wow, that's pretty spectacular, actually, Jamie. I'm impressed.
I'm just thinking about how it's really not in favor of the home team, but it's literally a coin flip game.
Yeah. Well,
I would have thought home team would have been a lot, not a ton more, but like at least a 60% win percentage there, not like 53 or whatever that is.
Okay, I did not do all that spinning of the numbers just for you to bring it back to a negative
Yeah, I know.
place.
I'm sorry.
with some math.
I'm out here fighting for my life here, trying to spin this in
I
a
know.
positive light.
I do
here's
feel
a
good about
positive.
tomorrow.
I think this is a positive. Actually, maybe it's not a positive, but it's a fact. So coming into today, the Phillies were 15-4, all-time in potential series clinching games, the best record among Major League Baseball games to have played at least 10 such games. Shout out to Slangs on Sports for those great nuggets of stats. So now they're 15-5, but blah, blah, blah. There was a positive, I guess. But we have to bring out the overalls tomorrow, for sure. I got to bring them back. Change is good, Lisa, but we got to go back to what's been working. Everybody's got to, whatever works for us, for you guys. I don't know what you guys do, but apparently you haven't been doing it.
No.
So fix it. Get back to whatever, your superstitions are, how you brush your teeth, what meals you eat, what shoes you're wearing. Like, let's all lock in and do our part. Okay? That's all. Flip-flops. Also, I agree. Like, you haven't been wearing flip-flops. I haven't seen you in flops in a while. And shorts.
I thought about it today, yeah.
I never want to see a man's feet. I'm so sorry.
It's just, it's
y'all
pretty
have ugly
disgusting.
feet.
It's pretty
I
annoying,
have
actually.
somewhat decent feet.
No, they
Just
not.
show
Says
us.
nobody
They're not
ever.
on camera. I want to
Says
see
nobody
them.
ever.
No free feet. Actually, they're not bad. For boy
Yeah,
feet,
yeah.
they're not bad. They're not bad. No
thank
free
you.
feet, though. Don't put them on
No,
camera.
They could be
feet are
worse.
gross.
They could be worse.
If
you at
you
least
give
have,
us, like, a
you've
super
got
chat,
toenails.
We'll show his feet.
I've seen gross things. You at
I'm
least have
showing
some
my feet
toenails.
on here, but you can find me at Husky Boy on Feet Finder. I don't twerk for free, Susie.
We've been trying to get you and Tyler to dance, and that's probably why we didn't win today. I bet we would have won the game if y'all were twerking on the watch party.
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Martian Lynch, I am optimistic about tomorrow. I'm just buried in sadness right now. That's all. I'll come out tomorrow morning firing. I feel good. I trust my life. I would trust my children to Ranger Suarez.
I don't know. I don't know what that says about you.
I don't know what it says either,
I don't
except
know.
that I implicitly trust Ranger Suarez.
All right.
Okay.
We're speechless.
Yeah, I don't
My
even
friend.
know.
Yeah,
I don't actually know what to
If he
take.
wants to take him, like when the off season hits, me and my wife can go away for a week or something. That'd be fine. I'd trust Ranger.
Okay. There you have it.
That's
With
how much I
watching your
trust him.
kids? Me? One of them?
Yeah. You're going to be staying with Ranger. Pack your bags. You're heading with Uncle Range.
Uncle Range. That was maybe my favorite
Range
bit.
and Sis.
That was my favorite bit from the watch along was someone asking if I was Jamie's daughter.
Yeah, you guys missed that. So change is great. Change is very good, especially when you find out you have a third child. And
Yeah.
Jamie tonight found out he's got a daughter, and this is her right here.
And she's terrible.
Yeah, and the worst of the three children. So there you go. Ranger Suarez masterclass babysitter. Also, yes, Trilligan. There you go. Jamie is trusting his children with Ranger.
I just made the mistake of on the timeline. Our sister station PHNX is
no.
Yeah.
they're having a blast in studio, and I made the mistake of
Oh my gosh.
seeing one of their videos, and
I was going to say, is my co-host Patrick still down there?
Yes, he is.
He's been there.
He's still
You guys have been split, actually. How does that make you feel? He's been with PHNX.
He moved to
Here you are at
Phoenix now.
PHLY.
He's like literally been in Phoenix. This is like his third week in Phoenix right now. I'm like, did you move and not tell us?
He's gone to Phoenix. You've come to Philly. There you go. DNVR is having a split. Did you know?
Well, you know what? Actually, I'm a little mad that he's spending so much time with PHNX now. We are in competing shows right now. Fuck him. PHNX does have a swear jar now. I will say they do a great job. They have a very funny show. They have a swear jar. I guess they're putting money into a jar every time one of them curses. we would go broke.
If we had a swear jar, we would fund Jamie's 3 kids' college tuitions.
I could finally go to Temple.
I can finally get an education.
I was rejected, by the way.
Get your education. Go ahead. Go to school, guys. Go to school.
I do need to go to school.
Yeah, Marshington, you got all your looks from your mama, not from your papa.
Thank you. It's true.
But Lou, you're making a great point. If Ranger goes 6 scoreless, let's go back to the depressing stuff. It actually was more exciting talking about Jamie and his daughter than in the game. But
yeah, I trust Ranger.
Lou is saying if Ranger goes 6 scoreless and the offense can't score, it doesn't matter. That is the tricky part, unfortunately. It hasn't just been about the bullpen and pitching issues. It's been at-bats have not been great. So
Lisa, swear jar and donate the money to charity.
I like that idea.
That's actually like so nice.
We don't curse terribly. So
I try to keep it to 1 or 2 a show.
Yeah. You know, I got family watching. I try to be respectful for the fam. You know, my parents are watching and little ones. So
Do your parents curse?
Yeah, but like still
They're responsible about it?
I actually don't curse unless I'm talking about like sports, which is the funny thing. I'm not like a big sailor. Yeah. But if you catch me in a game, all bets are off.
Forget it.
It's a wrap. So, you know, that's what the Phillies bring out of you. Just cussing and fussing.
Ken said he's really confused. Is this actually Jamie's kid?
Well, actually, what happened was the game time. Well, actually, it's earlier than what should have been. Jamie couldn't find a sitter, so had to split the kids. So the younger 2 are with somebody else, and then Jamie's other child is here because this is how we babysit. So if you guys want us to babysit your kids, they can be on the show also.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're allowed to curse.
Yeah. There you go.
You have to let them curse.
Bingo. Okay, so this was fun. Listen, we've got to bring out the overalls tomorrow and whatever gear it is. So if you don't have gear, head over to Foco. It won't be here by tomorrow. I don't know their express shipping is that express, but you at least can get some great discounts at Foco and use that code PHLY to get 10% off of your purchase. The overalls, the bobbleheads, collectibles, whatever you want to buy, go to Foco to purchase it and check it out. And again, use that code PHLY for that 10% off of your purchase to be able to save money and rock some great merchandise. So,
best merch.
Yes, get the best. They've definitely had the best merch there for sure. Ty Walden, what's up? Saying hello to Susie. Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
It's me in the flesh.
It's me. Guys,
Hi.
I'm the problem. It's me.
Yes.
Okay, so we're not feeling
That's
great.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
That is Taylor Swift.
I knew that.
Are we
small victories?
Got a pop
Is this
culture.
Is
you
this
go.
the Swifty podcast?
No.
No.
Gosh,
Oh.
no. Ooh,
I don't
no.
think I can name more than
I
one
just
song.
weirdly feel like I've been having some of the occasional
I have to leave.
Swiftie. I mean, I don't dislike Taylor Swift,
Oh my gosh.
but I'm not like a Swiftie.
Yeah.
you're a Swiftie.
Me neither.
You're like,
No, she's
like tatted on you.
She's whatever. I'm not obsessed with
No,
her.
it's fine. Never,
Let's
you know.
move on.
Yeah.
All right, you want a little spin zone good news that Corey
Okay.
Seidman points out? I think this
Yes,
is
we could use some
this is
positive.
something. He says it's minor and might ultimately mean nothing. But Soto stranding the runner on third mean the D-backs are indeed using closer Paul Sewald for the 3rd time in 4 games.
Oh.
They will need him tomorrow if they're up. This is one extra look the Phillies have at him, and it's also 4 and 5 games for him. It's something.
I'll take it.
He's just like really scraping the bottom of the barrel.
After a game like that. But I mean, it's something. And
It is
same,
something.
And same for Brandon Pfaadt. Like you saw him in game 3. Maybe they hadn't seen. I don't think they had faced him this year, so maybe they hadn't seen him. Now they've seen him. You know, hopefully those things mean something in baseball. As Tyler always talks about release points, and Tyler was sitting here scratching his head tonight at Sewald's stuff, going like, he only throws, Tyler, feel free to hop in here. You know, you're saying he only throws 92, 93. What the hell is he doing that's confusing the Phillies so much?
There's got to be some deception somewhere because, like you said, it is only 91, 92, 93. So I don't know if it's late break. Like they're calling it a 4-seam fastball, but it's got like inner run on lefties and outer run on righties, which to me almost says more cutter than 4-seam, but I'm going to trust the optics on that one. But I don't know. Maybe he hides it well. Maybe he's got, late breaking stuff, deceptive stuff, but it's not hard, right? You're not seeing 97, 98, and he's I mean, I go back to the at bat that Trey Turner had a couple nights ago, where he looked lost, like blown away with 92, and it was up in the zone. So I just my guess is that it's got some heavy movement, late breaking stuff, something to fool these hitters because he's not throwing terribly hard.
Yeah, so it's not much, but hopefully it's something. 4 or 5 games in a row for Seawald, and hopefully we're not at the point where the Diamondbacks have to use him. Maybe they bring him in, in a high leverage situation that's not a save. Spin zone, the Phillies tattoo him.
Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds good. Okay.
The Rangers are up 4-1 currently on the Astros in the middle of the third. The Rangers are pretty hot now.
I did see they jumped out to a quick lead.
So streaky.
Yeah.
They are the most streaky team.
Yeah.
I
don't know.
Very valid.
Because the Phillies are winning tomorrow. I don't know who I'd rather face.
I'm a little nervous.
I would rather face the streaky Rangers.
I don't know that it matters.
So too.
I would absolutely rather face the Rangers.
Even though it means losing home field. Chris, it's fine. I'm not going to jinx the Phillies by saying they're winning tomorrow.
No one's making any assumptions.
Nope.
You're assuming.
We're talking it into existence.
You're
That's
making
all
an
we're
assumption
doing.
that we're making an assumption.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the ass now?
Spiral out. You are correct. Tattoos are still alive.
Sure.
That is still a thing. If the Phillies win the World Series, there's going to be some live tattoos happening on the show. Jamie, Tyler, Susie, want to get a tattoo?
If I'm around, we'll see.
If I'm around,
I have no
apparently
tattoos.
a bunch of you guys are getting tatted if the Phillies win the World Series. Before I was ready to start booking a tattoo artist. Now I don't know.
No,
I don't know. I'm a little
don't
nervous.
lose that thought.
I'm a little nervous.
No, things are
It's
fine.
hard to be optimistic because it's only going to get harder from here. But it's okay. One game at a time. Right, guys? One game at a time. Starting with game 7. Anything's possible.
Nothing in life worth doing is easy or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I love where your head's
So,
at. The most rewarding things in life come with the biggest challenges. Let's
no
put out
trophies
all the
are easy.
Poetic types of juju into the world. That,
Even when you look back at 08, it was technically kind of easy, but not really.
I got one. After every storm comes a rainbow.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. We're just going to get the rainbow tomorrow, guys. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And when life throws you lemons, you make lemonade. There you go. There's another one for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Everyone is fighting a battle that you don't know about. And right now our battle is we had to watch the Phillies be bad at baseball tonight.
There it is. That's fine.
God.
Everyone has
totally
a battle.
That's totally it.
I don't know how I'm going to handle a Game 7.
I've never been in this situation.
None of us have.
It's
Which is
uncharted
wild.
territory.
I've been in several Game 7s. Just obviously we haven't been in for the Phillies. It's not a good situation. That's why I don't like a Game 7.
I might have to drink a lot of bourbon and
a lot of
sleep on the couch
liquor.
tomorrow.
Yeah, I think everyone just has. You all got to be drunk. That's the best way to get through it.
Good Lord. I'm going to have something stronger than
I just
alcohol. You need my pen? I brought the good weed, guys.
What was the Korean drink we were drinking tonight, Chris?
Soju. Soju's so
It had
good.
some soju.
Yeah,
it was very good.
I can't believe
very
you hadn't had
smooth.
soju before.
I know.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. That might be one of my new.
And one of my
drinks.
best friends is South Korean. I blame him.
Oh my gosh.
He should have been my gateway.
Not
to
one of
soju.
my friends.
I
Not
like-
one
I
of my
drink-
friends is South Korean.
One of my best friends. Yeah. I blame him. He should have been my
Tyler's
gateway.
like,
What?
So, JB, you did not pull the I have a Korean best friend card.
I do.
He did.
How else would I have learned about soju?
I mean, I drink soju all the
just
time
funny.
in Denver.
Where did you learn about it?
Like from my friends.
Are they Korean?
Thank you.
No.
Well, they knew what soju was. My South Korean friend failed me.
Yeah.
I blame him.
Jamie's got.
It's his fault.
I want to say shout out to Kevin in the chat
I
though,
saw
because
that.
he insists that he is the only person from Philly who's watched my Colorado show. Sir, I hope you're wrong, but thank you also for watching. I
you
like
go.
to think that everyone in my hometown just sits around the computer on YouTube every day
And they're like,
watches
I know
me.
Susie.
They're like,
Yeah.
wow, she made it.
She grew up around here. That's my grandchild, neighbor's best friend, whatever. Like,
Yeah.
everybody in this area knows somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody. So Yeah,
you know.
they're definitely doing that. Sitting
All
around
my
like,
fellow parishioners from
look at
St. Mary
Suze.
Magdalene.
yeah,
They're
look
watching.
Look at my girl Suze.
What parish are you from?
What parish?
Martian, Jamie establishing his racial card.
Well, I'm just saying he
No.
failed me. He let me down. Tonight was my first time eating Korean. And he even
Not
said this
getting
in the
it.
text earlier. He said, I've let you down. I can't believe you've never had Korean.
Show us the text.
Yeah, you were texting him about it. What
Okay,
you say?
I called
Because I
you.
said, what do you recommend, like as far as food? Because I said, I'm blindly trusting Chris here. And he said he would get one of the things that Chris ordered me. Hold on, let me find the text.
Oh. No. Well, I hope you guys have more faith in the Phillies
See?
than Jamie has.
You have no clue what you've been missing.
I was
I
an
can't believe
Android
you've
guy.
never
I know,
had
that
it.
can't
I've
read
failed you.
I can see it.
I failed you.
I have good eyesight.
He said that. See?
I can see.
He admitted the failure.
Okay.
So I'm just reiterating what he said. He failed me.
I'm so
That's all.
sorry. I don't know what else to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen,
you know?
this is the hard part because when the Phillies win, our shows are ridiculous. They're off the rails. We can have fun. We can sing songs. We can laugh. Now we're just pulling out racial cards and showing.
I had 2 new things tonight.
And
that
we're
was
talking
exciting.
about Jamie and his
More
daughter.
exciting
like,
than
this
the
is where we
Phillies
are
game.
now. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be fun.
My daughter
guys.
was
This is
twerking
not
on the
fun.
internet tonight.
They said sports
It's
are
been an
supposed to be
emotional
fun.
night.
It is not fun. I'm not having fun. I want to get off this ride.
Yeah.
I'm not having fun anymore. Get me off this
Well,
movie
you know what's
ride.
fun? DraftKings Sportsbook, because when you win big, nothing's more fun. Sign up using code PHLY because things are heating up. It's a Game 7 for the first time in 140 years of your Phillies. And every team is hoping to move on to the big dance. And with DraftKings Sportsbook, you won't miss a moment of the baseball action. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets by betting just $5 on baseball. All customers can take a crack at a sweet payday with DraftKings Same Game Parlay. String together multiple bets from a single game for your shot at a major payout. So what are you waiting for? Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code PHLY. New customers can score $200 instantly in bonus bets by betting just $5 on baseball. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code PHLY. All right, I'm going to do this for Game 7.
No, you need to do it.
I'm
and
gonna break
Tyler,
the
you put
record.
a damn timer on the screen. I am tired of you guys going cutting corners.
That's short notice on
This
Tyler.
is the problem.
I'm going to...
Well,
What
I
is
have
happening
the timer.
right now?
I have the timer. Listen, every time we read DraftKings, Jamie gets timed. We try to beat the highest score or the lowest, technically, the lowest time. It is time to lock in. I told you after the postgame show, a Game 5, you dropped the ball, you didn't do your part, and look where we are right now.
Ooh.
You are going to get timed, and you better be ready.
All right.
Clear your throat.
And yes,
take a
Martian,
drink.
I've had pho. I love pho.
I love pho.
Pho. Pho.
Okay, you know what, Tyler?
Kimchi
Are you
fried
ready?
rice?
We're gonna wait
That
for
sounds
you.
really
No,
gassy,
we have to
Chris.
make a new one because somebody got rid of my timer. I don't know where it's
I
at.
will do it on my phone.
It's,
All right,
The
let's just
thought
do
is
it on the
there.
phone.
It's in
Are you
studio.
ready?
Okay, we'll do it live.
Are you ready?
All right, I got to be
Lock in.
28 seconds.
Go! It's 28, like 13 is the
All right.
time.
All right,
Or
hold on. I need a
2803.
sip.
Because remember,
I
it was
need a sip
the
here.
Atlanta number. Yeah, take a drink. Listen, guys, everybody has to do their part. It's the postseason. We're talking about going to the World
28
Series
seconds
here.
was really...
You need to be locked in. And that means you read that ad like your life depends on it.
That was
Guys, we
elite
got
mode
one.
that way.
It's above
Bam!
your, it's
Tyler's
above your
doing his
heads.
part.
It's
Jamie's
in
doing
between
his
Renee
part.
and Jamie.
Shit.
Wake
Pressure's
up,
on.
Spiral Out said, it's time. Why am I the only one that gets it?
All right,
Wait, okay. I wasn't ready.
here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or HOPE-NY. In Connecticut, help is available in problem
Don't
gambling.
breathe.
Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccp.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort, licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles, 21 plus, age varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. See dkng.com/baseball for eligibility, terms, and responsible gaming resources. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply.
2670!
Yeah!
I told you! Lock in! Lock in!
Kind of blacked out
And
there.
Oh my
2678, guys. The numbers don't lie. I told you before.
Need a sip
You
of
need
water.
to be locked in. It's-
Anybody got a cigarette?
And with that, the Phillies just won the World Series. Bam! Wow.
Knock on wood.
See?
Wow, a new
Hi,
record.
can you do that on my
And
show
he was
tomorrow? That was
Okay.
so good.
Listen.
All right.
That's what I'm
There we
talking
go.
about. Jamie
See?
Lynch.
Picking up
Jamie,
the
what is it
spirits a
again?
little bit.
Edward?
Edward, yeah.
Jamie Edward Lynch. That's right.
And as we
You
talked
lock
about,
in.
was it confirmation names
Yeah.
tonight? My confirmation name is after my dog, Chucky.
I love that.
Yeah.
Well, I like it. Mine. It'd be
I'm
cute if
Charles.
it's like Chucky Finster, but if it's like,
Well, he's
The
way too
Bride
old
of
for that.
Chucky?
He's a million years old,
but
obviously.
there's the other redhead Chucky.
No, he was a
Okay.
German short-hair pointer good boy.
There's the other redhead Chucky.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was the goodest of boys.
Oh, the
Yeah,
goodness.
now look, you got the chat hyped up. Everybody's feeling good.
Yeah, yeah.
What loss? What loss?
Yeah.
Drop your
Happening here?
confirmation names,
Yeah.
fam.
What parish you
Drop your
from?
parish and your confirmation name.
I was St. George's of Trenton.
Oh no.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I didn't know that.
I
I
guess
was,
Trenton,
I was just
yeah.
saying, oh no, because Eugene's back doing Eugene things.
Oh,
But it's fine. You know what? Everybody's got to do their
Down
part.
boy.
And
Down
Eugene,
boy.
if your role is to be wildly inappropriate and say all the ridiculous things, you do that to the best of your ability. Just don't have
You
it.
be you,
Don't
Eugene.
have behind it. Whatever it is, oh no.
Oh, no.
Maybe not.
Oh,
maybe
no.
scale it
Oh,
back
we-
just a little
Dropping all,
bit.
dropping all the
Maybe
sexual
scale it back a
emojis.
smidge. But yeah, Jamie got that dog in him.
We got your eggplants in the chat.
Let me get a bark.
You think
What's your bark?
Dion would call me a dog, not a leader?
Yeah, give me your dog bark. There it is. Tyler, your turn.
Nope.
Susie, your turn.
After game 7 win, I'm in.
I sound like I have whooping cough. I'm never doing that again. I do bird noises.
Not with the arms. Oh, good Lord. I used to think I could do a good bird, but I don't know if
I can do a
can.
good goat.
I don't know what kind of bird that is.
It's
It's like a
like a crow kind of thing.
Yeah. We'll go with crow.
So
Sure.
baseball.
Is this a baseball show?
Spiral's like strong finish there
Yeah.
for sure. Listen, we have to change. I'm feeling a little.
I mean, that
I'm feeling a
baseball
little
game
negative,
sucked.
Nancy. It sucked. There's only so much you can
Yeah.
talk about. So we're being positive here. Bring your confirmation name. Start barking.
What parish you from, hon?
Or your drop what parish you're from. Trilligan says Ferdinand was his confirmation name.
Nice.
I need the full
Archduke.
name though. I need the full name. Is it Trilligan Ferdinand?
Trilligan.
Or is
Ferdinand.
Trilligan like T Rilligan? Is it T Ferdinand Rilligan? Is it Trill Ferdinand again?
That's a pterodactyl, Susie. Son Martians.
A what?
A what, Jamie?
A what?
I'm sorry, a what?
Jamie, a what?
Pterodactyl.
Sir. You don't
A what?
pronounce the P in that
The
I'm
room
word.
is
gonna pee my
silent.
pants. I'm gonna pee my
Pterodactyl.
pants. I
It's a
cannot.
slight P.
No,
A pterodactyl.
I'm gonna
I'm not
slightly
saying
pee. Are you
pterodactyl.
kidding me?
Isn't it pterodactyl?
No.
No.
Pterodactyl?
Yes.
Who talks about dinosaurs? I'm not 6.
Have you seen Jurassic Park?
Yeah, like
What is
25
happening
years
There's
ago.
all the Jurassic
I thought
Park.
there was a
and
slight
it's
P
always
in
a
it.
pterodactyl. There's no P.
Then why put it there?
It's a silent P.
It's stupid.
That's always a thing.
Pterodactyl, pterodactyl. Who
Who
gives a
says
shit?
pterodactyl?
Pterodactyl.
Phillies.
You,
Guys, I kind of have to
slight
go
P.
pee. Speaking of a pee, so
You
I
pop
think
it
that's the wrap
real
this thing
quick.
up.
Y'all, I'm stressed again. I don't know. Mom and Dad are fighting.
There's no P in pterodactyl.
Whatever.
Oh my
Dinosaurs.
Lord!
Mom and
These
Dad
noises
are
preceding
fighting,
a Broad
folks.
Street parade are amazing. I mean, we were supposed to be
agree,
going down
Mark.
Broad Street making ridiculous noises,
Yeah,
so we're
we
just
had
gonna have to
plans
do it for you
Chris to
guys
call
here.
in and everything.
Like, if we were on Broad Street right now celebrating, what's your sound? What are you doing? Are you bird calling? Are you barking? Are you
You know what?
howling?
I've been in Broad Street situations in my past, and I don't remember anything that I did because I was not
Yeah.
in a place where I was able to
That's
accept
valid.
new memories into my brain.
That's valid.
Yeah, so that's a really good question. Honestly, what I
Yeah.
do on Broad Street in a celebration situation is none of my business.
No, I didn't say pterodactyl.
No, he said pterodactyl.
My dad's getting roasted.
Eugene. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh man.
Ooh.
That's the other thing. Like,
Guys,
Land Before
pterodactyls-
Time was traumatizing.
This is a
Pterodactyls
show.
are actually like not knowing like T-Rex.
You just kinda
like
said
it's one
T a
of the
little
main dinosaurs. Land Before Time, Jurassic Park. Like, do we need to go through the list of epic movies with dinosaurs in them? And
Because
it's
pterodactyls like also are just birds now, you know?
they're
Yeah.
birds.
Go birds.
Right.
Yeah, go birds.
Go birds.
Nice win last
Time
night.
to geese the poles. Martian, I don't know if you said that on purpose, but I like it. Geese the poles. Don't grease the poles.
Geese the poles is right.
Keeping up with our bird conversation.
Yes.
Geese the poles.
On a real note, like if anyone knows people who like have climbed poles before, I would love to touch base with someone. I want a
need some insight.
tutorial.
Yeah.
You know, so if you or someone you know,
Susie wants to climb poles.
Have you
wanna
ever watched
climb
the
some
Italian festival?
I have, yeah.
Grease Pole Challenge?
My mom used to live a block off the Italian market.
It's pretty
Best,
funny.
My
good
favorite
Lord.
place that she had a house ever. Yeah.
Susie's trying to learn how to climb the pole, guys. Let her know. Let her know.
Okay, this is a family
Share your
show. My
ways.
dad's here, so calm down.
That's why I don't curse on here. I'm like, my parents are watching. Our little ones are watching. Your siblings are watching.
Yeah, do your girls watch the show?
Occasionally.
Oh my gosh.
It's bedtime. They're asleep.
Oh my gosh, I'm so
My sister said to my dad the other day.
Oh no.
She's 8, by the way.
Oh no.
She goes, "Are they allowed to say that?" Or something along those lines. And my dad was like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't have been watching this while you were here."
I'd like us to be a family-friendly show. But
Yeah,
then we have like
Sometimes I gotta curse.
Tony the Tiger and Frosty the Snowman and Eugene Krabs and whatever other characters that are just in the chat that are just dropping ridiculousness. And it's wildly inappropriate, but it's also hard not to laugh because Jamie and Tyler are 5-year-old kids, and literally Tyler and Chris are giggling right now like they're 10-year-old boys in elementary school. Like, how are we supposed to function and continue to talk about baseball?
These guys
when
are
you guys
crying.
have you're like pre-puberty kids back there giggling at everything.
Well, in
They're
fairness,
actually they're sobbing back there.
They're literally crying.
You're making
like,
it
show the
worse.
camera. Show yourselves. I dare you.
Show
Like,
yourself.
y'all are literally crying right now. Hats down, like full on tears in your eyes, crying at actual ridiculousness that's happening in the
I
chat.
know,
This is what we
Charity.
deal with. This is what we deal with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're back to our confirmation names. Oh, Incarnation Mark. I grew up in Ewing.
Oh,
My dad and brother's names are Mark. Basically, we're related, is what I got from that. I literally grew up in Ewing. So, bam. We're welcome, fam. Now Eugene
I'm glad we
feels
brought
bad.
it back to a good Catholic place.
Yeah, I'm glad. Let's bring this back. Let's bring
I'm
this
just a
back.
good Catholic girl who wants to climb a pole. What is
Oh,
wrong
no.
with that?
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Is that a song?
I killed
It's from like TikToks and stuff.
Oh, that song. Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah.
I get my TikToks like 3 weeks later on Instagram.
Yeah.
This is like
where we
3
are.
years old, so.
But you know what?
You don't
After
want
a
your dad
terrible
on
day-
TikTok, Susie, you know? It's just weird.
Dad, stay off of TikTok.
Yeah.
After a terrible game, we need to laugh to keep from crying. Laugh at your own pain, right? Because Tony the Tiger, yes, they're great. And the Phillies are winning tomorrow.
I really think they are. Gut reaction after getting your heart crapped on. I feel good. Maybe I shouldn't.
What are y'all laughing at? Is it the polls? Is it the P?
No, we're past that. I thought 10 Hail Marys for everyone tonight. That's what Sparkle says. Go to reconciliation.
Like,
Pray the rosary.
I have to go to church tomorrow. Yeah, 10 Hail
Yeah.
Marys. I will actually get my rosary out. I do have a travel rosary, of course.
Oh my God.
I do.
The funny part of like, it'd be the same ones talking about wanting to climb the poles that also have a travel rosary?
Rosary,
A whole
yeah.
rosary?
Yeah.
Wow. It'd be the same ones. You got to watch.
Jacob,
You gotta
welcome
watch.
in.
I contain multitudes.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome in, Jacob. New, I think,
One of our
fairly
fathers
new
should do the
face to
trick.
me. Hit that
Yes,
like
Jacob
button.
Franklin. Nice to have you here. Do you know Jacob? I feel like he's got the same avatar. Is he are you an ALLCITY friend? I feel like he's got like the look.
Said, how are we feeling about Game 7? You two haven't really said. Now, Susie, I think my daughter, my blood.
You swayed
I think
me.
I've kind of swayed you over to the positivity.
You swayed me
You
to the
can't sway me.
positive side.
Renee,
I think
come on.
they can't
sway me.
They can't fuck up 2 nights in a row.
Yeah.
No, y'all are killing me with all this. Can't. Okay.
Hey, I'm knocking on wood, so like I'm fine.
I
Come on, Renee.
believe that the Phillies should win. I believe that they could win. Will they win though? I hope so.
Make a statement.
I don't
Come
know
on.
so.
What does your gut tell
I
you?
feel like I'm dropping bars a little bit too.
Oh yeah, we were like, I was beatboxing for Renee. Like she was freestyling. It was so good.
Oh no, Martian, you've crossed over to the other side too. All this Catholic girl talk has really.
Well, we all remember Britney Spears, don't we?
Oh no. Yeah, but now I feel bad for Brittany as I'm finding out all these other things.
She's
about Brittany.
She needs some help.
Everyone
Yeah, but like
needs help.
rightfully so. She's been through some traumatic things. Now it all makes sense.
Oh yeah,
Her songs
Jacob
make
is
sense.
PHNX.
Yeah.
Yes, I knew I recognized you, Jacob. What's up?
Yeah, screw you,
fam?
Jacob. We feel great about tomorrow night.
What are you doing here?
Now your comment went from being nice and friendly to just downright rude
Now
and
you
snarky.
seem mean.
The nerve to come in here. How you feeling about Game 7? I thought you were being a nice friend. You're not.
Look,
You're
if the
being mean.
Diamondbacks come into Citizens Bank Park and win 2 games in a row in Game 6 and 7, they were the better team. I just don't think it's going to happen because I think that's a really hard thing to do.
Guys, I'm trying to commit. I'm really trying, Martian. I know you're both full steam ahead. I don't know. The Phillies, again, should win tomorrow. Will they actually show up? Who knows? I don't know if we're going to get Scooby. I don't know if we're going to get Nick. I don't know if we're going to get Aaron.
Ranger.
I don't know if we're going to get Aaron. One, not tomorrow, obviously. We're not getting Aaron tomorrow. In general. I don't know if we're going to get Ranger. I don't know what's going to happen.
We're going to get Ranger.
I don't know anymore. But I believe the Phillies should win.
We're good.
And hopefully by tomorrow, I don't know if we're having a watch. I don't know anything anymore, guys. I don't even know my name. But if we have a watch party, maybe I'll be calmer by then.
Maybe.
I think I'm aware of the overall tomorrow. That I do know. The sun will come out again tomorrow. I'm trying. I'm really trying to be swayed to the other side, but
Mickey wants to know if Suarez doesn't have his stuff tomorrow, who longer leaves. I would imagine.
Probably one of us.
Yeah, I would imagine Zach.
the show.
I honestly think they'll get the most out of Zach Wheeler they can, which is probably 2 innings at that point. So as long as Ranger can give you like 5, you're in pretty good shape. I think he'll go 6 tomorrow. I think he deserves a little extra leash tomorrow. I think he's earned that. Rob's had kind of a quick hook with him. I think you give Ranger as much leash as you can tomorrow. I'm in no rush to get to our bullpen.
Lisa says we should not have a watch party.
I agree.
Tomorrow.
Well, we won the first time we had a watch party. We lost the second time. Lisa, though, I am with you. I commit to nothing in Game 7. My heart cannot take it. I'd rather go in with 0 expectations and be pleasantly surprised than go into it like I did today, expecting a win, expecting a closeout, and be crying. So I'm going to go into it just open-minded. I'm just going to go into open-minded. I'm going to embrace the unknown, spiral out like you're talking about, embrace Game 7 at home, go Phillies, and then we'll see what happens. But I agree. What is the point of Ty Walker being on the roster?
I had a friend texting me that tonight.
I don't know.
I still don't know because we haven't seen him.
That's all I could say.
I don't really understand what was happening there.
Mickey, I would like to sing again. And Eugene, I don't know that I will even jump through a table, but I would. If I'm totally that competitor that would like run through a brick wall.
All right. Another spin zone because Mark said it. Arizona did use their bullpen more tonight. We already talked about Sewald pitching.
We did.
Spin zone. Phillies did not use Hoffman or Alvarado.
Yeah.
No Kimbrel tomorrow. No Orion.
No Orion, no Kimbrel. They're dead
already
to me.
in a better spot.
I never want to see Kimbrel pitch ever again.
He's
so stressful. It is crazy to me that he does this for a different team every postseason.
Yes.
He's so stressful.
And every fan base ends up hating him at the end.
It's
every fan base.
Yeah.
It's the
And he's a Hall of
stubbornness for
Famer.
me.
It's so weird.
It's the audacity to be so stubborn that you're like refuse to change up and you just can continue to do the same things over and over again. Like stolen bases, unawareness for the pitch clock, the stance. Like I would love to see something change with Craig because I'm definitely absolutely tired of seeing Craig Kimbrel. Agreed. Orion, you did your part. You, Todd, Richard, you guys go back to just, he was at the World Series last year, wasn't he? Watching as a fan. That's a great spot to be. Orion.
Oh, yeah.
That's a great spot
was
too.
he? That's
I
kinda
remember
cool.
hearing a story. He was at the game. They bought tickets. He was hoping to be there in the future. Like, you can be there in the future just as a fan, please. Respectfully. Reese?
Yeah, Ryan's still a big part
I'd
of
like
this
to see
team's
Reese
future.
back.
I just don't need to see him again this
No,
postseason.
he's not.
At least
we're
this
good.
series.
We're good
Maybe
for
you can
now.
try him out in an inning in the World Series when they get there because they are getting there.
I don't know about that either.
Just an inning as a treat. As a treat.
Maybe serve some popcorn during an inning. That's all I got.
Chris didn't have his popcorn tonight. He got very cranky.
Yes.
Is John Kruk actually throwing out the first pitch?
Larry Bowa's tonight.
That would be
Eugene
cool.
seems confident in that.
I don't know if I ever trust
I
anything
love
that Eugene
Kruk.
says.
I think they've kind of dropped the ball a little bit on first pitches. this postseason.
You know what
A
is-
little?
Mm,
There's so many people I feel like that would
Why
be.
is Jalen Hurts not throwing on first pitch?
he's busy.
He's been busy winning games.
He's been off.
Yeah, he's
Nah.
focused. He's locked in right now.
AJ Brown was at the game tonight.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
There,
say.
physically in the
A-
house.
AJ Brown,
after
Lane
an incredible
Johnson,
performance on
Jason
Sunday Night Football.
Kelsey, Julio Jones, and a couple other teammates were all in a box tonight. And we went Larry Bowe. Larry Bowe is always there. I love Larry Bowe. I'm not like disparaging it, but like really,
Oh my gosh, it's 6-2.
I was gonna pull up the game.
It's 6-2 Rangers right now in the fourth. That's
Oh, they must have literally just
Wild.
scored because it still says 4-2.
Kruk
on
is
Google.
according to Eugene Krabs. I mean that's
he's
fine,
like, yeah,
but like I don't know, it's just
sure,
a little
okay,
more
like
juice.
he's around, like
Yeah,
it's
like
not like
he's
he's not a guy that we see.
him
He's
all the
always
time.
there.
That's
You know
why
what I mean?
I
Like-
feel like the first pitch should be someone like you're excited to see, you haven't seen in a
Yeah.
while. Dawn
Someone
Staley
from
was
out of town.
Dawn Staley was really cool.
That was
Jay
good.
Wright was like,
yeah, I want
Jay
some-
and Dawn
yeah.
doing it together was like a nice college, best college
But like,
coach
where's
duo.
Iverson? Where's Jalen Hurts? Where's
Right.
like even Mike Schmidt? Like where's Jimmy Rollins? Where's Ryan Howard? Where's Brad Lidge? Like there's like
Right?
Yeah,
15,
there's
20
plenty
different
of
people.
I
Like
feel like they need our help.
Literally,
Not only do they
yeah.
need our help in the bullpen, but apparently to figure out
Larry
who's throwing
Bowe
on the
and
first
John
pitch.
Kruk, it's like they're in the stadium every night.
Yeah, we
Every
see
night.
them. We don't miss them.
Every night. They're talking every game.
Yeah,
They're like permanent fixtures.
Nick
at
Foles.
Mike Park now.
bring him out.
But let's
We could
get
use some
Big Dick
BD.
Nick.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
right. We can use some
That
BD
stadium
energy.
needs some big dick energy.
Because we have right now. I'm not.
We can't just have Eugene bringing in the.
We got some DN right now. We need some DN right now. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, mom and dad. We need some big D energy.
Yeah.
Nick's not bringing it. I'm about to take this shirt and burn it. Like we need the real Nick to show up. Will the real Nick please show up? Please stand up.
Do you think Nick Castellanos and Nick Foles have met each other?
I don't know.
I think they need to meet.
Yeah, because he needs to learn what that's like to have
Yes.
BDN energy.
Yes.
Energy.
Mhm.
BDN.
Well, Nick was
energy.
he's a lifelong Dolphins fan, and he was at the game last night.
Oh.
That's unfortunate.
Right.
We just need
right.
Reese. We
What?
just
But
need
was
Reese.
that him? Was that him?
Oh, you think it was
I think it's the body double.
it was the body double was standing in?
Ew, we do
Could
not
be.
need a Will Smith pitch because I have lost some respect to that poor guy. He needs a win,
8-2.
but not at our expense.
No. Like Will Smith's got some bad energy on him right now.
Yeah.
As long as Jada's not with him, I'm okay.
Oh,
with
she
it.
won't be with him because they're definitely not together ever,
It's a very
Yeah.
weird
anywhere,
situation.
in any
Man.
situation. But yeah, Google just updated. It is 8-2, according to the Goog.
8-2.
I would
Oh
say
my
the
gosh.
Rangers are going to the World Series. And if you're Major League Baseball, the last thing you really want is a Texas Rangers, Arizona Diamondbacks World Series.
No.
Ergo spin zone. They're going to cook it for the Phillies to get some ratings.
The script writers are going
Yes.
to make sure
That's-
Philly wins.
Yes, because Rob
Yeah.
Manfred last year thanked Phillies for bringing baseball
Well,
kind of
there's
back
a reason to be
and-
optimistic.
and jumpstarting the economy. We're good for the economy. We're good for ratings.
Literally, we're changing America
yeah,
right now.
yeah, the cradle of liberty.
Oh no! Not y'all bringing Tupac in the conversation. Mm-mm-mm.
What about
Shame,
Tupac?
shame. Jada Pinkett throwing the first pitch would resurrect Tupac. I cannot.
No, it
Keep Will
wouldn't.
Smith's name out your mouth. That's how I read that, Scott G. Keep Will Smith's name out your mouth. Boop, boop.
Yeah, Eugene
But
Krabs. Get
it's-
Margot Robbie to throw out the first pitch. That's
There's
better.
plenty of people. There's
Right.
plenty of great people we'd love to see throw the first pitch out there. Yeah, I did when both series were 2-0 and it felt like we were on the brink of some sweeps or a game 5 possibly. I was like, there's no way. I don't like fully believe that leagues have a script that they want to make sure series go longer.
Well, they definitely
I
don't want
definitely-
Texas, Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
No. But also, like this series going to 7, just like the other series going to 7, that's more ratings, that's more excitement. They love that stuff. So it felt like the Major League Baseball script writers were penciling us in for a game 7. So maybe I'll be positive that
All right,
that's-
Mickey just asked me
yeah.
what the DraftKings line is for tomorrow. I'm going to pull it up live and we'll react. Minus
Dang,
162? Minus 162. Phillies are favorites
Okay.
tomorrow. And look, Ranger Suarez should be that over Brandon Pfaadt.
I'm not making fun of his name because last time he made fun of his name, he went on to have
They'd never seen him
9
before.
strikeouts. career high.
They're gonna
played the
tattoo
game of
his
his
ass
life.
tomorrow.
So I'm not making fun of Fall.
I'm growing in strength here. They're gonna kill Brandon Fott tomorrow.
Yeah.
I feel it. It's taking over my body.
Listen, we know the vibe at this company is no vowels. He has too many vowels.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we
Yeah.
know.
It's true.
Oh,
It's
I
not-
didn't know that was the motto. No vowels. That makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have like
Oh,
a
good
sign
Lord.
in like at DNVR that says like vowels are for idiots or something,
Oh,
but with
okay.
no
Put
vowels.
that together. PHNX, DNVR,
Yeah,
PHLY.
never thought about it, but
It's like
yeah.
removing all the vowels from
Yeah.
No,
everything.
I got it.
Yeah, vowels are for suckers.
But like, how does that work
In this
for
economy?
Chicago?
Well, yeah, they just they had to put a
Chicago
no at
breaks
the
the
end.
rule.
Yeah, they're
They had to put no at the end, otherwise it would have made no sense.
CHG.
chig.
No.
Oh, they're down at the minus 162, Chris.
All right, bring
Oh,
your
they said 165.
bring your
I
stuff
don't remember
tomorrow.
3 minutes ago.
Bring your stuff tomorrow. That's all. Would you rather lose tomorrow or in the World Series, Eugene Krabs?
I would
That's
obviously
an
rather
obvious.
lose in the World
Yeah,
Series.
I'd definitely rather lose in the World Series.
And
I'd rather not lose
Yeah.
at all. But
I would
if you're
rather
gonna
lose in the World Series, too.
Yeah.
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 Any fear that you guys have to follow through with your tat? Lisa's asking when the Phillies win.
No, I'd love an ass tattoo.
Nah, I've been looking for a reason to get another one anyway, so this is good
okay.
timing.
And we have some other people getting tattoos.
Plus,
Like, who is all getting tattoos?
If this company's going to pay for it, it's even better.
Oh.
That's unsanctioned, by the way. I don't have that information in front of me.
Oh.
I'm just putting it into the ether.
For expensing that?
Yeah, I think we'll find a
Submitting an
partner.
expense
You're going to submit an
report.
expense report for your tat?
Here you go, Brandon. Here's my ass tattoo
Yeah.
invoice.
Expense that. Yeah.
Well, you know something you don't have to invoice because the deal's so good,
There
you
it
don't
is.
even need to do it. That's our friends at Shady Rays. And if you're like me and you're an idiot come holiday time and want to just get a couple presents in the bank, now is a great time to pounce, and then you'll be ready come the holiday season. Shady Rays right now is offering 2 pairs. If you use code PHLY, which is pretty much our code for everything, PHLY, 50% off if you buy 2 or more pairs. And Shady Rays are awesome. They have ski goggles if you want to get down on the slopes this winter. If you're out in Denver, you guys get to do that all the time. We get to do it occasionally. But they have great sunglasses. My cousin's had a pair for years and years, and he's been telling me all about them. I can't wait to get my first pair. I'm really, really excited to get them because he's raved about them. And he's raved about them because not only are they high-quality sunglasses, but they have the best deal going maybe ever in all manufacturing and retail sales. And it's pretty simple. They call it the most insane protection in all of eyewear because every pair of sunglasses is backed by a lost or broken replacement. If you lose or break your pair, even on day one, they're going to send you a brand new pair. No questions asked. So wear your Shady Rays with confidence because they have your back long after purchase. Shady Rays is also committed to making a difference in communities across the U.S. through their impact program, teaming up with nonprofits to help people live healthy, courageous lives through some of their most challenging times. If you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange them for a new pair or return them for free within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Their team always has your back with personal and fast support. So exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out an amazing deal for the season. Go to shadyrays.com and use code PHLY for 50% off 2+ pairs of polarized sunglasses. Try yourself the shades, rated 5 stars by over 250,000 people.
Wow, so many people.
That is a lot of people.
That's
I would
a
say
lot of
I would say
people.
that's a good sample size.
I
That's a
will
great
say,
sample size.
we already have gotten our Shady Rays out at DNVR, and we're all obsessed with them.
My cousin's
Yeah,
had
they're nice.
pairs for years and
Yeah.
has been like, dude, what are you doing?
I
Like, I lost a pair
always-
and they sent me a new one. Like,
but actually, we all got our pairs, and I lost mine the first day.
Classic.
So
Classic.
I actually did get my replacement
That's
really
awesome.
soon after,
Oh,
but
you
I
got to be
literally
able to
lost my
show off?
first pair on the first day. So they're not joking, even when they've given them
And
to
you
us.
were
I've
Yeah,
lost
that's
2
that
pairs in
theory.
the ocean in the last 3 summers. So
You need this.
Yeah,
I
just
need
as
this.
much as me.
It's like a dummy insurance from myself.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
I appreciate that, Shady Rays. Thanks for looking out for my dumbass.
Oh man. Well, I do see in the chat, Sean Mayfield, you're saying that over in the Diamondbacks show, they were saying they were talking crazy, rightfully so.
Let them talk their crazy.
Hopefully some of this talk from the D-backs or anywhere it is with the D-backs gets back to the Phillies, because we do need an attaboy Harper. It's feeling like we need a little attaboy Harper type of a vibe, just to shock them and wake them up a little bit more. But yeah, it's interesting. You guys talk about shady rays. I know you guys are saying it in the chat. Martian, you never wore shady spiral out. Do they have prescriptions? Sunglasses?
I think they do.
I think so.
I think they do, actually.
Yeah. Are we going to see Jaime Lindor tomorrow? I know you guys are asking about a pregame show. We will not have a full pregame show, but we'll have some content coming your way tomorrow prior to the game, and then we'll have our postgame show. Don't know about a watch party yet, but I don't think we're having one.
I think we'll have to sleep on that and see how we feel in the morning.
Think on it, sleep on it, pray on it.
Yeah. Were we personally responsible for tonight? Who's to say?
I'm not taking that blame. Absolutely not.
I mean,
really, Chris, you're gonna look at us like that? I am not taking blame for the performance of the Phillies today. Nah,
it might be
Susie
me.
on your part though. There might be.
I don't know. I might be too close to the situation. In the past, I've been good luck when I'm in the vicinity, but maybe it's something bigger than me. Maybe there's some other jinx out there who is fucking this up for all of us.
Yeah, let's go with that. And I think it's just the Phillies just need to win tomorrow. And
it's pretty simple.
Up.
Just
show
win.
up. Just show up.
Just win.
It's that easy. Marshall Lynch, I know you would like a watch party. We'll think about it. If we have a watch party tomorrow, we'll tweet it out. So make sure you're following us at PHLY under Phillies. All of you definitely are. But if you're not for some reason, follow us. Keep up to date. Subscribe, because that's another way to get a notification. Purchase those Attaboy Harper shirts while we're at it. Go purchase some Attaboy Harper shirts. Let's relive those great moments, because Jamie.
I don't have my Harper one.
What are you doing?
I got this one.
Family show.
This one's pretty good too.
Why do you guys think I put the graphic up?
Thank you, Tyler.
Dude started taking his shirt off.
I'm trying to get my nipples on air, bro.
He's a wild card.
Jamie's just showing some skin over here, trying to model the shirt. Oh, you did all that and you didn't even show it.
Well, he cut away.
Oh, dang.
Tyler's trying to keep the areolas off of the postgame show.
No main
Dad,
characters here.
you're embarrassing me.
Sorry, daughter.
Oh, good Lord. All right, well, tomorrow's a new day.
Oh, Eugene Krabs says maybe the Rockies lost 100 plus because of Susie.
Eugene, kick rocks. Get out of here. Go shove that eggplant somewhere.
Yeah.
Go focus on like a Krusty Krab pizza or something. Like,
Get out of here.
Skadoodle.
Don't put any of that on me. The fuck?
Yeah. Listen, it's not over until Jamie says it's over, apparently.
No, they're winning tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Game 7, 1 win. You punch your ticket into the World Series. That's all the Phillies need to do. We're going to let go of today. That's why we had some laughs. We talked about confirmation names and random things and all types of foolishness and swear jars and whatever else, because we're letting go. What's done is done. It's in the past. Tomorrow's a new day. And tomorrow's a chance to end this series once and for all and move on to face what's looking like right now the Rangers in the World Series.
Rangers are going to the World Series, yeah.
Yeah, unless anything drastic happens, that's not changing. So 1 win, guys. 1 win. You guys are optimistic, Susie and Jamie. I'm getting there. By tomorrow, hopefully we'll all be optimistic. Thank you guys so much, though, for following our show, tuning in, bringing the comments. Not all the comments, but most of the comments. Just kidding. We love even the creepy ones as well. Thank you guys for joining us. As always, follow, subscribe, like, comment. We'll be back tomorrow with our post-game show, greasing the polls, ready to go storm Broad Street and celebrate the Phillies going back to the World Series. Bring all the positive vibes. For Jamie, Tyler, Chris, myself, Renee, and our special guest today in studio, Susie, thanks for tuning in. Go Phillies. See you next time.
We all silly like the mayor.